what is string? If we say a string is a collection of characters, what is means? If I want to write the hello, if I want to write the hello, so how this hello becomes, that is HELLO. If I collect all these characters in a one, then it is a word hello. So string is what? String is a nothing but a collection of a characters. That is, a string is a collection of characters. But the question is, how can we use it in a C language? So is the string is a data type? The question is, a string is a data type? So the answer is no. String is not a data type. Answer is no. String is not a data type in a C language. So how can you create a string? As we know, in a C language, we have one data type, that is a char, which used to represent the characters. So in a C language, you can create a string using the array of characters. If you want to represent a single character, then we are using char. Suppose C, a variable I have declared, so I can represent a single character by the single quotes. But here I want a collection of characters. So instead of single character, instead of single variable, what I will use? Array of character. So here it's an syntax, data type, that is a char, string name, that is any user defined name, and in the bracket size. For example, I am using char s underscore name and size is 10. This means that a name as name is an array of characters is equals to string, which is used to represent some values of 10 size. Some of the value of 10 size. Let us take the example. I am declaring one string s of 5. So what happens when I declare s of 5? What compiler will do? You can see here it has stored the 5 address in the memory from 2052, 53, 4, 5 and 6. Total 5 boxes are there. Each box can store each one character. As we know, a char data type occupies 1 byte in a memory. So here it occupies 5 byte in the memory. So whenever you declare char s of 5, a compiler in the background create 5 boxes so that you can store the 5 characters into that. There are one rule for the string, that is string always ends with null character. What is null character? Here you can see /0, which is denoted by the null character. It is always at the end of any string, so that compiler can understand that it's the end of the string. So always remember, the last character will always be the null character. So in this example, we have declared s of 5. That means size is 5. So you can store 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 character. But 4 character will always be null character. So only you can store, that is the 4 characters. So up till now we have learned the concept of string, and second we have learned the syntax to declare a string. Now in this point we are going to learn assignment of the string, how we can assign the value in a string. So here I have discussed the 3 methods by which you can assign the values. The first one is, I'm just going to declare one array, that is a char s of 5. So I can understand that as is a string, which is going to store the 5 characters. So first start curly bracket and each character specify each character with the single quote, and the last one, as we know, it's a null character. So this is the first method. Second example, sorry, in this first it's going to store A, B, C, D in a S, and last one is the null character. Second, I have taken the same example. I am going to use the same I'm going to use the same variable, that is the char s of 5, the same string. But here I am going to store a value of string with index. So s of 0 equals to a single quotes. So it will store the single character at its position. And the last one will be added null character. So this one is the second example. And the third example, you can see char a of 8 into double quotes, we are going to write the string that we want to store. Suppose we want to store the hello. Suppose we want to store the hello. So we will write the same thing, char a of 8 double quotes hello and null character. So it will store the hello. So these three methods you can store a static string value in the array of string.